Hail brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Satisfactory. So all of the downstairs, I say downstairs, all of our initial copper stuff is gone. All of the cable has been transferred. The copper wire actually ran out. The storage container emptied while I was letting things clear out with the cable. So I haven't actually transferred any of it because there was not really any point. It's all gone into Stata production. Stata, whatever. I'm still not 100% sure on how it's pronounced. I've heard different things. But I think it's time to switch this bugger back on. Get some copper ore back into the system. I have completely overhauled the belts down here. So there's going to be a similar thing of like the smelters down this end of everything. Are likely to fill up first. Or they will fill up first. But it shouldn't prove to be too much of a problem. But while I was waiting around for things to get done as well, I also decided to build some walls around all of this stuff. So we've actually got like an internal factory now. I do still need to go and set up all of the... Oh, I need to power all of the cable production. So I can't jump up that. Okay, get me to the observation tower. Fucking hell, I don't even know where I am. I also forgot I needed to put some stuff around this. Stop myself from falling down the hole. There we go, that'll do there. And power pole, you can just go here, connect to that. I'll bring a power pole down over here. You connect to that. And boom! Cable production, go! So we're coming up on the 500 megawatt mark for our production. Some of the assemblers down below have shut down, just due to lack of supplies. Why do I feel like the wire is not making it all the way down? Oh, it is. It's just taking a while because obviously all the machines further down are getting prioritized first. So it will eventually trickle down. We'll eventually get maximum throughput from this system. It just needs a little while to kind of build up and prime itself. But the last of that can go. And I feel confident enough to say that this system is about done. These two storage containers at the back are going to be filling up fairly slowly. Or they won't be filling up at all, but that's still really full of cable. And you're going to be filling up with wire pretty damn quickly. I don't feel the need to go and plug everything into like the other productions just yet, because we're not really going to be... Well, we will be making use of some of the stuff. But we need to make an idea, or make a note of what stuff we're going to need for this oil outpost, this little oil excursion. Now the biggest thing that we're going to need is going to be the modular frames. The heavy modular frames. They require... each of these oil pumps, right, so the way this is going to work, the oil pumps go onto the oil patches. We have 4 of those. So we need a minimum of 20 of these heavy modular frames. So let's see what it takes to go and make those. One heavy modular frame is going to require 5 of the regular modular frames, 15 of the steel pipes, 5 encased industrial beams, and 90 screws. So this is no small amount of supply that we need to put into making these things. So let's just figure out these numbers. So to start off, we're going to need 100 modular frames. That's not going to be a problem. We're going to need 300 steel pipes, which again shouldn't be a problem. Now the Stata production is slowing down, or should be winding down. We should be able to build up a decent supply of those. We're going to need 100 of the encased steel beams, which I have on my person. And then 1,800 screws. And we're not actually keeping a supply of those. So that's going to be a case of pilfering from the machines. Making it sound like a Matrix thing or something. Let's put things like the power shards, the quick wire away. I will need motors for some of this stuff. So, let's go and grab 1800 screws, if we can. And we'll grab the rest of the stuff that we need. And hopefully we can piece these things together. We'll start with those. We're going to need more because we need them to build the refineries as well. But the problem is this system is running very efficiently. And that's a problem. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to put all of the reinforced plate onto standby. Just while we are trying to get these supplies. Because we've got 4 machines making screws. And I think they'll fill up to 500. Oh, you've got 500 in you. Oh, well, goddamn, these things have all completely backed up anyway, so I don't think I need to worry too much. You haven't. But these 3 have. So I need like 1 more batch of screws, and then we can get going with that. Encased steel beams I have. We need steel pipes, which are over here. Right, how can I only make 8 of these? Oh, it's because I'm lacking the steel pipes. I need more. I forgot I need 300. Thanks, maths. Yeah, appreciate that one. Okay, I've got more than enough screws for what I need, so I can switch these things back on. I mean, some of these have actually backed up, so that's pretty cool. Okay, I need a few more steel pipes, and then we can go about making these. And then we probably got to do the whole process over again so that we can get even more. I should have done this off camera. But I didn't. That was a bad move. You are a wizard. Okay, now I can make 20. Good. Now, I want to take into consideration what this thing is going to be able to make. This is the... Fucking Jesus, calm down! This is the oil refinery. This is where we send the crude oil once it has been pulled out of the ground. So it goes in there, and we can use it for making plastic, fuel, and rubber. And we are gonna kinda need all 3 of these. So... fuel uses the most. Fuel uses like twice as much as, or it uses the same amount as the plastic and rubber put together. So fuel will use 60 crude oil per minute, plastic and rubber will both use 30. And if I remember right, the crude oil nodes are all pure, and they produce 240 per minute. So essentially, one oil node can support 6 refineries, 2 doing each byproduct. I think that's kind of how I've done things a little bit before. So we're going to be looking at 24 refineries. Oh, that's going to be a big power drain. Yeesh. This is going to be a very big power drain. Which means I need another 96 of the heavy modular frames. This is going to take me a while. Right, we definitely need to get the encased industrial beam production up and running again. And we just need to pinch all of the steel pipes that we can, really. So I'm going to need 116 of these heavy modular frames. I'm going to be here a while. What I might do, I'm going to set up storage boxes over here. These are going to be for, like, kind of excursions. So for kind of pre-prepping materials that I'm going to need. Set this one up over here. This is going to be for the oil pumps. So I need to make 4 of them. I need 40 motors, which I have. And then I need 120 cable, which I have as well. So oil pumps are all in there. Fantastic. Right, now we just need to sort out the refineries. There we go. I've supercharged the steel pipe machine just to get them out quicker. because fucking need them. Okay, we've got a tractor, because it might just make things a little bit easier for getting to and from various places. I don't know how good that's going to be for getting through a lot of the terrain that we've got to traverse. It might do the trick. We'll keep our fingers crossed. And we'll keep filling up on all of the supplies that we need and try and get some more stuff made. I think while we're waiting for supplies, I might finish some of the decorative stuff up here. Because I've had to switch the reinforced plate production off again just so that I can get screws. Like, it's proven to be a problem. I haven't got any overproduction on that material at the moment, and yeah, it's not great. But what we're going to do up here, we're just going to get some more walls in place, I think. We'll put a wall there, and we'll have our little walkway out here, I think. Just put you there, figure out where we're going with all of this. Okay, I think this is over as far as I want it, so I'm thinking I'm going to build a roof on this thing. And I'm going to start that like so. I think it's safe to say I'm rather proud of this one. I've still got a little bit of work that I think could be done with it. The conveyor poles, unfortunately, don't stretch high enough to use them as like kind of support beams for this build. So I've used the conveyor stackers to kind of replace them a little bit and add a little bit of kind of, you know, just decorative support, I suppose, you know. This is the best way I could put it. So I'll probably put a few more of these in just so that they can kind of encroaching on others' clearance. Oh, right, yeah, there we go. So yeah, it kind of works. A little bit. I might have to spin those ones round. Because it kind of looks better that way. But then it'll probably be cutting into the, if I shift them over a little bit, then that'll work fine. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Nice. Right, let's go on another quick resource run. Because we're slowly getting there. We're nearly halfway. Halfway. Whoa! Way! To getting all of this stuff ready. Okay, I sped up the steel pipes a little bit. Hopefully this will help the throughput. It's going down into a storage container as well, so that it can just... You know, it's going into the storage container on a Mark III belt, and then it's going down to a Mark I to go into the assembler, so, you know, the assembler will still back up, but the storage container will end up massively full of steel pipes, I'm hoping. It will just make things easier. I mean, the machine that's making the steel pipes isn't going to be able to keep up with the throughput, obviously, because it's already run down, but it just means that it's going to get down here quicker, and that's kind of what I need. You know what, I'm just going to take this belt away so that I can just have all of the steel pipes forever. Just every single one of them. None for that machine. It shall get nothing. Nothing from me. Now I think what's holding me back is the encased industrial beams, and these just take fucking forever to produce. 4 per minute. And I need 5 per thing that I need to make. And I'm currently sitting on 66. I need another 30. So that's another 150 of these encased industrial beams. Also, I'm just sitting here watching the assembler actually animate. Like, its animation. It's like, I don't even know what it's making. That don't look like an encased industrial beam, does it? Oh, who cares? It looks cool while it's working. Ultimately, I'm thinking what I should have done before trying to get, like, ahead of myself and go into all the oil stuff. We should have set up, like, a new production line to properly, like, balance the steel production. That would have been a wiser decision. Especially considering the throughput from the miners that we have is not fantastic. I was thinking, if I get over to the location for it, we were over here, you know, last week. Which spot is over this side? Now I'm considering making this little spot here a dedicated steel plant. I'd need to bring a load of foundations over so that I can get everything on the same grid and just have things set up, you know, start getting things set up. But there are 2 iron nodes there, 4 there, and there are another 2 up there, so that's 8 in total. They're all impure, but at maximum, like, kind of overclocking on Mark II machines, that would equate, or that would get us up to, that would work out to be 1,200 iron ore per minute. Can I put down a foundry? No, because I haven't got any encased industrial beams. Okay, so that 1,200 iron ore would be enough to support 26 foundries producing steel ingots. And that would work out to 780 steel ingots per minute. We'd probably need to bring coal in from another deposit, because I don't think we'd be able to support the power supply and that amount of throughput Especially not with the belts that we currently have. There's no way we'd be able to support that. So, yeah, that would be a potential for a steel outpost. We just need to do something with the power, with the coal input. It's definitely something to think about, though. But yeah, at the moment I want to get the supplies ready for all of the coal stuff, crude stuff. I only need another 20. So let's try and get the screws together, which isn't going to take much. And that should be it. So these can get back into production again. Some modular frames and reinforced plate are now back on the menu. It's waiting for the encased industrial beams and steel pipes. Steel pipes are becoming less of a problem. They're coming through a lot quicker. But the encased industrial beams really are just taking so damn long. I need another 100 encased industrial beams to finish this. And then I think I have everything else I need for the refineries. No, scratch that, I need more pipes. So I'm going to be sitting around for a while, I think, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to finish up all of this like adventure preparation off camera, but it's, you know, it's relatively boring stuff. It's sitting around and waiting. The important thing is we finished up all of this fancy new copper stuff, and you know, we've been running around doing stuff. We've been talking about new plans. Like I said, I've still got stuff that needs doing on this, so that'll give me something to kill the time with. But I really do like this little factory right here. I think it's looking fantastic. I mean, I'll give you the grand tour while I wrap the video up. You know, we've got our smelters here. We've got all of our underground belting, bringing in copper ingots over this way. This lot, or everything on this floor, is producing copper wire. This lot is all going off into storage. It's not really backing up on these machines, but I imagine the ones further down this way probably backing up a fair. Yeah, they're pretty much fully backed up. But all of the copper wire that is coming out of these machines is going upstairs. So let's go and have a look at the upstairs, shall we? Because we've got a nice little walkway over there. We've got a nice big walkway going all around. We've got quite a lot of windows on both the lower and the upper part of the wall. I think it's looking very fancy. So if we want to go and check out what's going on upstairs, we just wander up this little walkway, and we've got a little door here. We can see we're producing cables. Isn't that nice? We can come out and just admire the view over everything else that we've currently got going on. We can breathe in all the lovely fresh air coming out of the top of the smelters, and just wander around the far side of all of this. We've got doors on each corner so that we can like kind of approach it as necessary. We got a nice little bit of ramped roofing going on here. We've got a nice big roof up there. I do need to put a little bit more in for corners up there. In fact, you know what? Can I connect you on, like, yeah, I want to try and connect it on the side so we can have like a little bit of a indented bit of wall. Oh, bugger. Yeah, I think that looks alright. But yes, no, we can carry on looking around the place. Got a nice little balcony over here. We can admire all of the greenery, all of the other extraterrestrial bodies, and come back in to check on everything, and then fall through the floor because I didn't put any walkways here because I'm a clever dick. I can't actually fit walkways in here anyway, so it's not really that much of an issue. Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm not likely to come in here ever again, other than to freshen up the belts. But even then, you know, it's not going to require much. And this is already filled up with cable as well, so that's ridiculous. Not to mention we got like little bits of cable between the belts here as well. This thing is still filling up because obviously this stacks higher. So we're going to have a fuckload of cable and a fuckload of wire soon, and that's going to be awesome. So I'm really pleased with how things look over here. I think this whole section of the factory looks fantastic. I'm hoping that we can get everything else to look just as good. I think we're going to be able to do that. But for now, I'm going to wrap this video up here, and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlists on the channel for more Let's Plays on metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. That is very impressive. Oh god. You guys are interrupting my tourism. My sightseeing is not on.